Seeing CJ Stroud last year in the Big Ten, close to
Mm-hmm.
Indy, I think CJ Stroud goes to number 4. But last week, if you watched the Don't Tell Mama Sports podcast, you and I were talking franchise quarterback, number
Yep,
two, number 2 locked in. You got a little worked up about if Houston doesn't take CJ.
I
But
did.
we see him drop, and I've even seen him drop to number 11 in some mocks to Tennessee. Now that's
Oh my.
wild. Go Titans. But we see him drop because of the cognitive tests that they
Mm,
took. I don't know if this is just quarterbacks or if this is everybody. Everybody takes
yeah.
a test. Used to be the Wonderlic. Wonderlic still might be around, but this has replaced the cognitive test.
Okay.
CJ Stroud scored a 18. Okay. Now, just for comparison, these other 3 quarterbacks, Anthony Richardson was at a 79. Mr. Mayo, Will Levis was at a 93. Bryce Young was at a 98.
Oh.
CJ Stroud scored at 18. Now he came out
Oh my God.
he came out today and quote, he said, "I'm not a test taker, I'm a football player." Okay?
Okay. All right. Good answer. Good answer.
This
But
guy scored at 18. Anthony Richardson 79, Will Levis 93, Bryce Young 98.
wow. Wow. So can we go ahead and say that CJ Stroud is dumb as rocks?
He might be dumb as rocks, and he could be a bust
Yep.
because he's not reading the defenses and he's throwing 3 or
Mm.
4 picks a game.
This is what CJ Stroud is. Okay. Now that we're on the topic, CJ Stroud is a system quarterback. Ohio State is a system. Okay. You do not have quarterbacks that are making decisions for themselves or changing the plays. Okay. That is up to, that's always been the coaching. Okay. So the best thing for CJ Stroud that I'm thinking about is the fact that if he does drop, if the Patriots at the 14th pick were somehow able to get him, that's the perfect situation for CJ Stroud. Perfect situation. If you buy into a system that's all about Bill Belichick and what he says, and you're going to be very successful. Especially with CJ Stroud is very talented. Everybody, we're not saying that he is not. He's very talented. The stats that you tossed out, Cole Breezy, are ridiculous, but that's because he's part of the system.
Let me give you those stats right now. We got 85 tutties over the last 2 years. Over 4,400 yards passing 2 years ago. 3rd in the Heisman last year, 4th in the Heisman the years before. 6'3", 214, got the body. But he might not be able to read defenses, so could be a bust alert right here.